I mean, it wouldn't hurt nothing, right? All right, Zach, first question. Where do you find your motivation, and what keeps you motivated and keeps you going?
You know, that's a phenomenal question, but realistically, it's people. It's the bodies. It's the men. It's the women. It's funny because every single day I get different bodies that will reach out to me and will say things like, you know, thank you for your inspiration, thank you for your motivation, your words today, your speech today, how you came at us today with your words and your actions really kind of inspired me and motivated me. And what a lot of people don't realize is that it's them. It's they that motivate me. It's words like that. It's words like affirmation that give me the ability to want to do more and get more and have more. And obviously that doesn't go without a shadow of a doubt that obviously, motivation with spirit, with God, my whys, my why twos, which is my 4 sons, the people that are loyal to me, friends, family, the people that have been there by my side, thick and thin. But realistically, it's the progression of other people. That's my passion, that's my motivation. So when I see other people just getting it and locking it in and seeing them themselves hit certain levels of their life, or even their mindset, or their spirit, or the way they hold themselves and handle themselves physically, when I see them get to that next level, to the point where their eyes are like this, that's motivation. That's wow. That's pizzazz. There's no better feeling of reassurance through the eyes, of another individual. So yeah, bodies, man, the people that we love.
From an average person, like, would you say mindset? What would you say difference you from a regular human?
I mean, it's all the above. Everybody's got the same 24 hours, right? 86,400 seconds God gives you every single day you wake up. It's what you do with it that's going to define you or make you great or make you different from the man to your left or the woman to your right. But it's drive and it's discipline. It's what you seek and it's what you want. Most people don't realize that the minute you think good is good enough is the minute that you start to fail in the game of life. And that's one of the big things that separates me from a lot of other individuals. When I see something and I want it, I won't stop until I get it. And then once I get it and achieve it, I want 10 times more than what I just achieved. So it's significant, but you have to have a routine, you got to have the disciplines, but most importantly, you also got to know how to execute. If you carry your vision, you have to learn an execution plan, because execution is everything. The majority of people in today's day and age, in the world today, right, they fail to execute because they procrastinate. And procrastination is arguably the greatest killer amongst men and women, because procrastination gives everybody some type of excuse to tell themselves soon, eventually, or soon enough, or one day. And that's what kills people, is the procrastination, because they have no execution plan to be great. And that's the significant difference. There's no excuse that's actually going to be good enough that's going to stop me or hold me back from doing the things and my tasks and my daily routine and my motivation, my discipline, and or my goals to make sure that I accomplish what I plan on doing every single day. I'm not going to sit there and say I would have, but I wanted to do this, but the minute that people wake up and realize that every single thing that they see around them, from the chairs they sit on to the cars they drive to the lights they turn on, that at one point in time was somebody's dream. At one point in time, that was a man or woman's dream that they thought about, and they executed a plan and had and mapped it out to turn that dream into what is an everyday, nowadays miracle. And that's how I live life. I live every single day as if it's my last day, because eventually I'll be right. So what separates me is everything. And that's the difference, right? Most people need to be told when to go to work and how to work and what to do things. I'm not that guy, right? If I think about it and I create it, I'm going to implement it, because I use my imagination, which is my ability to forecast my future before some other dude or some other woman's going to ever tell me no. That's what winners do. Winners chase winning because the alternative is losing, and I ain't going to live that life.
Give me a walkthrough of your daily life, like starting with waking up in the morning, midday, end of the night, and pretty much, is it the same thing every day, or is it different? Just give me a walkthrough.
My mornings are always the same. It's getting up between 5:45, 6 a.m. It's legitimately getting up, waking up, and I'm not the type of dude or the individual that will push the snooze button, right? I firmly believe that the snooze button is everybody's ultimate killer. People don't realize this, but the hardest thing to do every day is to wake up, right? It really is. Nobody just wakes up and just glamorous and looks all good. We got crap in our eyes, we got lines in our face, we got all these things rolling through our minds, and we just look naturally not like we're not a desirable human being. Breath, smells, all the above. So what happens is when most people set an alarm, their alarm goes off, and what do? They push the snooze button, right? So typically what happens is that snooze button, that 7, that 8 minutes, that 9 minutes, it's not going to change their life, but what they're forcing themselves to do is relive the hardest part of their day twice. They push the snooze button again, they live the hardest part of their day 3 times. And it's crazy. So when I'm up, I'm up. I don't need an alarm anymore. And what I do is I get up, I get myself prepped, I get myself ready. Obviously I always shower, get rolling, and I hit the gym. I hit the gym to get my body rolling, to get my mind rolling. I tune in, I zone in. I'm not there for interaction with other people. I'm there for the greater good of myself and my body, and clearing my brain of the stress and or some of the things that I'm rolling over from the day before. At that point in time, I launch my schedule, because every day is a little bit different. My morning's not. My morning routine of waking up and working out is always the same, but depending on the day, different meetings, leadership development, different readings, different things things that I need to attend to. But Monday through Friday, my dedication, my devotion is no BS. It's a servant to everybody else. That's my job. The true definition of leadership is not how successful you are and how much money you have. It's how successful you show other people to be. And if I'm hidden, if I'm at the top of an office, or if I'm hidden at my house, or if I'm on the road, or I'm constantly on a plane, or I'm traveling, or I'm on a yacht, I'm not doing my job. I'm not doing my due diligence to do right by another man or another woman. So every day is just servant leadership for anybody and everybody. Now that doesn't go without saying that there's feeding your beast, which is your brain, your mind, with books, with scripture, obviously with mentorship, all the above. But every day has its own challenges, and every day can be different. But if you live life first and foremost for God, and then you live life for a true definition of leadership, which is making other people successful, your success will be out of this world. That's what I do.
Man, he wants to be like you. He wants to have your lifestyle. He wants to do what you do, but he doesn't know how to get there. What would your advice to him be, or her?
That's simple. I mean, it really is. If you want to do more, you got to get more. If you want to do better, you got to be better. If you don't like where you live, then you got to do something about it. You got to be extremely grateful that God gives you the ability to wake up. But if you don't like what you're doing, then you shouldn't do it. That's one of the biggest reasons I am where I am right now, is because what I was doing was broken. I didn't like what I was doing. So I had to find a new passion for what I want to do and how I want to do it. But the difference is, my father taught me at a very young age that if you want to be successful, if you want to make 100,000, surround yourself by a man or woman that already does. If you want to make $1 million, surround yourself by a person that already does. If you want to drive a Lamborghini, find somebody that drives that Lamborghini. If they take a left on Main Street, take a left on Main Street. The problem is you got to find the people that you can surround yourself with to ensure the fact that they can mentor you, because the bodies that you idolize, the bodies that you want to be like, they have the treasure map. The problem in today's day and age, nobody knows how to bring a freaking shovel, bro. That's the problem. They got the treasure map, and they'll show you how to fill it out and how to get to it, and they'll show you where the treasure is, but you forgot to bring the damn shovel. And that's a significant problem in today's day and age, because everybody wants something given to them. They expect it naturally, because we live in a society that the world says participating is okay. We live in a world that says just by showing up, you're a winner. Just by showing up, you're going to get a medal. Just by showing up, you're going to get a ribbon. And at the end of the day, that's not how life works. Second place is the first loser. That's what I taught my kids. That's how I was raised, and that's how it's always going to be. So if you want something, you got to achieve it, you got to get after it, but you got to execute a plan and a vision to make sure that it happens. Because the people that want things bad enough, and if you truly want something bad enough, you'll get it. You'll always get it. So those store clerks and those gas station attendants, or that man or that woman that's tough and kicking their foot because they're struggling at all ends, because they're making 12 or 13 or 15 bucks an hour, and they're saying, why me, versus looking at God and saying, try me. The minute that they realize that nothing is impossible because I'm possible is the minute that they'll be successful. But they got to have the will, the discipline, the motivation, and the inspiration to get it going, because motivation and words like I'm doing right now, that typically gets people moving, gets them up, gets them shaking. But creating the habits of success, that's how you get there. You got to create those positive habits, for sure.
Thank you for the interview, man, and the insight, and good talking to you.
Yeah, baby.